We have something new. We have one military camp. So, for those of you who are unaware, I love base building games and logistics simulators and all that sort of thing, right? It's a great source of satisfaction to me to be able to build some of that. One game I've always liked is Dungeon Keeper and Evil Genius. For those of you who haven't checked out those games, definitely go and do it. However, One Military Camp promises to be a sort of like a fusion of the two, almost. Probably more on the Evil Genius side, especially with this art style. But we're going to drop into what is essentially a build a base thing, but with the very like 1980s, 1970s, the olive drab US military style, which is honestly a very timeless sort of look. This game is probably due to release sometime later this year. We don't have an exact date as of yet, but I've played through this as disclosure. I've played through this once before. That was before. There's apparently been some quality of life changes and some updates to the demo, so it should be a little bit more fully featured and a little bit more interesting and hopefully easier. I'm going to go through it here, and it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be great, and I really hope you guys will like what you see here and can sort of add it to your wish list. It's currently on Steam right now, so if you want to give this a try, hey, the demo is free. Go ahead, don't have to listen to me about it. Although I hope you do. You can give it a try on there and see how it feels for you to play it. And here we go. So we're out the front of US Marine Base. I mean, it looks that way, doesn't it? What are we doing? All right, here's the gunnery sergeant. We basically stepped straight into Full Metal Jacket here. What are you doing lurking around here? Oh, it's the new batch. My apologies for misunderstanding. We don't know who we can trust anymore these days. Did you hear or starting to lose hope? I'm Sergeant John Hawkins and I'm in charge of this full-on camp. The one military camp, to be precise. Hard to believe, I know, but we're still holding on. That loathsome dragon hasn't managed to capture me yet. He's hell-bent on doing it, but his sergeant still has a few tricks up his sleeve. Weakling wouldn't last a single round against me, you can quote me on that. It's been a year already since I was going to say Dragon or Dragon? Dragon's massive army stormed in, seizing all the country. Not sure from what hole in the dirt he crawled out of, but he managed to capture our best assets so we couldn't react in time. We lost. If only the brave Diana Birdwhistle could have been alongside us. Things would turned out different, I'm sure. I have to turn this around, and you're going to help me. I've been told to show great promise at officer school, and I need someone to take care of this. These rookies need a lot of training, and I'll be able to take care of everything. Follow me inside, and I'll bring you up to date. March! Okay, here we go. I'm going to move forward due to this camp is a complete mess, and there's been one in charge of it. Nothing works, maintenance is lacking, above all, we need personnel. It's completely neglected, we had to reclaim it when Dragon conquered the rest of our camps. Thanks to that, we've remained unnoticed all this time. Go! Feel free to explore the camp, but don't hurt yourself. Once you're familiar with these basic controls, select the barracks. Alright. See, I love this here. So we're just going to move up and down, rotate the camera view. Yep, all good. We'll select the barracks in a bit. Oh, the barracks is up there, so we're all good here. But see when we zoom in here, this is one thing I really like about this game, is that the level of detail. So you can see the gunnery sergeant. He just calls him sergeant, we'll call him gunnery sergeant. So as he walks around here, you see how the walls, the animation of the walls concealing and opening themselves. Yeah, the game logo making its appearance. And the angle here is a little bit, it's a very, yeah, it's like you're looking at like a little diorama, right? I really like that. Select the barracks. Barracks are a place where our recruits can rest. It's not going to be all about work. Keep your mind and body healthy, is what I say. Barracks can house up to 7 cadets. Keep that in mind once we start getting crowded in here. Look, our new barracks and no electricity. As I said, we are running on fumes. Our brave apprentices won't be so comfortable in the dark. We have to fix this. Build an electric generator to supply power to this whole area. Easy enough. Alright, build. Now, let's see how they've improved the building as we go here. So, there. Well lit barracks, just the way I like it. You must have a place to take a breather after my intense training. It's a good place to have a place. It's good to finally have a place to sleep. Now, let's talk about food. Find the canteen and click on it. This building right here, so we can zoom into that. We can see, got a proper mess hall here. Ah, Army's chow. You never forget the taste. Back in my days, you used to puree old tires and give it consistency. It's gourmet food by comparison. Let's use this old canteen. In order to do that, we should connect it to the rest of the camp, build a road to the canteen. All right. See, one thing I miss in Anno, the right-click menu of being able to build roads that way. Oh look! Oh no! See, build roads, like that. Easy enough. So with this road, our recruits will reach the canteen easily. Now we have to connect to a power grid. Build some electric poles, power up the canteen. All right then. Build electricity poles. It should just be here. This will be for later. Let there be light. Haha. Starting to work. Good. Now I have to hire a new cook, preferably someone who doesn't put tire chunks to the soup. Some buildings at the canteen require staff to work properly, so we should hire qualified personnel. I've placed a few billboards to bring in new candidates. First one should be here any minute now. Let's see if we have some more newcomers. Who's this fella? Hansel Poposki. What a generic army name. Seems like he's a decent cook. Believe he will be a good hire. Each candidate set of abilities that we must take into account depending on the task we assign them. Pay attention and hire only the best. Okay, well this is the army. We'll do our best here. The camp will have no room for competence, so be careful who you hire and don't want any ugly surprises. Select Hansel Poposki and hire him as cook. Easy enough. I'm Hansel Poposki. He's a music lover and enjoys listening to all different types of music. He'll need a lot of training to stand out in his specialization. His aim leaves a lot to be desired. Okay. Cook, match 65%, hire for 27 gold a day. Great. For everything to work properly, we need personnel to keep our facilities spotless. A neat camp is a happy camp, so we must build a maintenance building and hire someone to keep everything nice and clean. You know the drill, let's go. Alright, build. Maintenance building. Right there. And let's build a road. You look like a good fit. 75% match for the maintenance. Almost like it was placed there just for our benefit. Hustle! I want to see the camp clean as a whistle. Well, let's carry on. Right now, we're running dangerously low on fuel. Those generators won't keep themselves powered. Still have some reserves, they won't last long. First, build a fuel warehouse. Alright. Energy, no. Essential fuel warehouse. Right next to the generators. Alright, here we go. See, this is where the evil genius part of it comes into. Closest fuel provider in our territory. Click on it to acquire resources. Once you do so, the helicopters will bring the goods to us. Easy as pie. Of course, it's not free of charge. Each provider has its own prices. Also, if the supplier is far away, it'll be more expensive. Choose well, our suppliers, and we'll save a few bucks. Aha, yes, this is definitely new. So we have 0 out of 500. Oh, dear lord. It's auto maximum. Hey, and we have fuel. Kudos, we have our first fuel supplier. With this, we should have enough for now. And don't forget to keep hiring maintenance staff as the camp grows. Roger that. Well, no. Are we Marines or are we Army here? Doesn't look like a proper camp. We have supplies and our recruits with a place to eat and rest. Now it's time to get to work. Let's begin with the training buildings. So we don't have a lot of room here. Lots of weeds and junk lying around. Have to clear the terrain before we can build new structures. Use the demolition tool to clear the area so we can build. Alright, no worries. Demolition tool. Poof. Terrain cleared. Time to build our first training building. Listen closely, I'm going to give you some tips. There are 2 types of training buildings, skill training and specialization. Skill training will help us improve the physical and mental abilities of our rookies. Specialization buildings will train them to carry out a specific role within our army's ranks. Easy enough, isn't it? With all this, we'll have everything we need to turn them into top-notch specialists. We need to build a comms operator specialization building. The area is clear, so this will be a good place to set it up. One last detail. Training buildings create a lot of ruckus. If we want our recruits to sleep well at night, we should keep them away from the barracks and leisure areas. Come on, get moving. Build a comms operator specialization building. Alright, let's go. Build specialization comms operator. Yeah, like that. Make sure it is operative. So that means power, energy. Fantastic. Outstanding. Our cab is now operational. Flyers were effective after all. Let's take a closer look. Oof, what a nice. Look at that. It shows up nice little skirt and a camisole. Each specialization needs a specific set of abilities, so you'll have to examine your candidates closely. They're not a good fit for their class, they won't be very effective during missions, and we can't take that risk. For our communications expert training, we need someone sharp with high levels of intelligence. This won't be the case. Looks like he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Maybe we should look at the other candidates. Her intelligence levels are quite adequate. I think we can train her as a comms operator. Recruit her for that discipline, and she will be assigned a building automatically. Hi, call me Cheryl Scott. So your intelligence 5, and this guy's intelligence of 1. My God, he's a positive dumbass. All right, recruiter comms operator, soldier jobs, comms operator, match 75%. Recruit, come on, hustle. Sorry, I get excited every time a new cat sets foot in the training grounds. Brings back some memories. Used to be tougher back in the day. Sergeant Campbell, now that's one hard-boiled man. These shipping container looking buildings makes everything look very temporary. So the only permanent building here is the recruitment center. Fancy to see nightfall. Here we go. Falls in like a second. Night is coming. Time flies when you're busy. At night, our recruits and staff get ready to hit the sack. Rest is essential. However, if we want this to work properly, maintenance must be available 24 hours a day. Obviously, we can't make them work night and day. That would be inhuman. We can assign some of our workers to a nighttime shift. Pay attention, this is important. If we want to get the full potential of our workers recruits, it's crucial we have a good schedule management. Don't fret, it's easier than it looks. You select the character, you'll see the detail panel. In it, we can see their current schedule and the buildings assigned to them. The schedule is day and night shifts and is divided into training, leisure, and rest time. Balance these activities is key if we want to keep them highly motivated and avoid possible injuries. Luckily, I've taken the liberty of designing a few schedule presets that you can use. You can use them for recruits or staff members for day or night shifts. Take a look and choose a schedule and assign a night shift for our maintenance staff. So you schedule daytime, nighttime. Good job. With this, we ensure our camp will have maintenance 24 hours a day. Remember that you can check the time of day on the time bar in the lower right corner of your screen. You can speed up time if you don't want to wait. It'd be useful to manage the schedules of our recruits. Anyway, it's time to get a well-deserved rest. We'll continue our lessons tomorrow at dawn. Okay, you want to find like a good spot for the lampposts, right? You don't just want to place them all over the place. Oh, that didn't happen before. I guess that's the the start of the new day. You get your cash. Good morning. Tana sounds like a baby. Not even all dragons cannons could wake me up. Well, let's continue with the training. The building comes up a specialization building, but we need more infrastructure and recruit some other disciplines to put together a decent team. Right now, we can really use an artillery specialization building. With it, we can bring in training some combat specialists. Why don't we build one and bring in some new recruits? I think we already have a good handle on this. So, let's get to work. I think it's probably getting close to the end of the hand-holding part, I guess. But we'll see. Specialization, artillery. Artillery specialization. Should we put like a bit of a gap? Yeah. Bit of a gap. We want to beauty build at least a little bit, right? Yeah, an ammo warehouse. Essential ammo warehouse. I still just have to place it like across the road. That works. That works as well, I guess. Alright, we have ammo. Very good. Nice big fat pelican boxes full of it. Recruit an artillery trainee. Who's in here? Match 59.9. Match 40. God, horrible. That is horrible. Well, guess you're the best we got. Yeah. Recruit another artillery trainee. How about you? 61. We'll do. That'll do. This is looking good. We have almost a fully operational camp, but I think our recruits need to improve their abilities. To improve their skills, the level of the unit will also increase. Hey! Our real mission is to turn these weaklings into outstanding athletes or real brainiacs, or both. To achieve that, we must build skill training facilities. Let's start by building an intelligence training building. Now, comms operators will learn to add 2 + 2 before trying to crack complex encryption codes. Alright, intelligence training building. Training. Speed and strength, accuracy, intelligence. I'm going to leave a bit of a gap. And we've got to drag out our energy. The skill training building, let me tell you a bit more how to manage the schedules. Let's take a look at our comms operator. We're going to learn how to use some of my formulas to decide whether staff will be active during the day or night, but we also decide how they'll spend their time. At the moment, they're only training their comms operator specialization. Our recruits won't become true professionals if they're only training in one thing, especially if they are rookies. Don't worry, I've got you covered. I've prepared some balanced training routines. With these routines, recruits will divide their time between skills and specializations. We'll make true geniuses out of them. Take my word for it. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen everything. Back to work. Assign a daytime balance schedule to our comms operator recruit.
Yes, sir.
Schedule daytime balance.
Copy that, boss.
Now we're getting it. Just one last detail. I have to assign them to a building they won't know where to train. No, it seems obvious, but believe me, you have to take these rookies by the hand. I'll have to get overwhelmed. Put the comms over to recruit and assign them intelligence building.
Yes, sir.
Skill training.
Okay.
Perfect. Recruit will distribute training time between the assigned buildings. With this, we'll have a more balanced schedule. Our training routines are foolproof, but if you think you can do better, try to create your own. We'll see. It's really easy. You have to click on one of the slots in the recruit schedule and assign them the task you want. Something to work day and night, but don't forget the importance of rest and leisure. It's more to life and training. Be sure to allow enough free time for our rookies to keep their morale high and you won't regret it.
Hey!
Try to train more recruits to build more training buildings. Our camp must work like a well-oiled machine.
Hey!
Back to work. Keep training your recruits until they're ready.
Well done!
Our comrades become fully fledged professionals. I think they're qualified to face their first mission. Alright, mission available. 1 comms operator, 2 artillery. Oh, wait a minute. So you haven't built a heliport yet. We can't send our comrades to the front without means of transportation. Let's fix this. Heliports are key facilities for us. With them we can send our cadets to carry out missions in other territories.
Hey!
It's essential to build one as soon as possible, so let's get to it. Think well where you're going to place it so it doesn't disturb our recruits. Can't imagine how noisy those helicopters can get. Essential heliports. Guess that's good enough.
Hey!
Start your engines, guys. It's time to fly. Check to find out which places need our assistance. A lot of them. Looks like Rocky Appendix is asking for urgent help. In the mission menu, we have to all the information about the requirements are available to recruits and the purpose of the mission. Let's see. Appears the citizens of Rocky Appendix are in dire straits. Dragon has banned all forms of cabbage. Oh no! It's a national delicacy. Stuffed cabbage, cabbage soup, cabbage pie. Ah, the traditional sauerkraut. Even Brussels sprouts are forbidden now. Damn, they are delicious, sauteed in butter. They are, rather. Oh my god, it's just so heartless and sadistic.
Hey!
These people cannot live without cabbage. You have to do something about it. Choose the recruits you want to deploy for this mission. In the lower half, you can see the chances of success. With more and better recruits, your chances of victory will increase. As you can see, each mission has a few requirements that we must meet. This one asks us to send 1 comms operator and 2 from artillery specialization. If we're victorious, we'll receive extra funds for our camp, as well as research points. We'll talk about that later.
Hey!
Now, we have to focus on our mission. People won't hold for much longer. Save the cabbages, save the world. Comms operator,
Consider
Cheryl,
it done, boss.
artillery, Freya,
Roger that.
and Paola.
Understood.
84.5%. Sweet. Off they go. And they're doing their thing. Let's sort of build out a little bit in advance. While that's sort of going on, specialization. Explosives engineer. And is the infantry specialization we wanted. Yeah, that's good enough. And energy. Perfect. That's the kind of arrangement we like to see. And we have no supplies. Can we get medical supplies? No, we don't have any of that. There is none on offer right now.